used to sing to them, you know, when they didn't feel good. Unfortunately, they like this song, so I have to sing it whenever they want me to. I hope you like it. Think about your children. Sometimes it amazes me how strong a power a love can be. Sometimes you just take my breath away. You've watched my love grow like a child, sometimes gentle and sometimes wild. Sometimes you just take my breath away. And it's too good to slip by, too good to lose, too good to be there just to use. I'm gonna stand on a mountaintop and tell the news that you take my breath away. Oh, you take it away. Your beauty is there in all I see. And when I feel your little eyes on me, oh, don't you know you just take my heart? Hey, you take my heart, you take my breath away. Hey, 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 hey. Say it, my life is yours, and my heart will be singing for you eternally. Oh, don't you know that you take my heart? Hey, you take my breath away. And it's too good to slip by, too good to lose when, too good to be there just to use. I'm gonna stand on a mountaintop and I'm gonna tell the news that you take my breath away. Yeah, you take it away. Hey, take my breath, take my breath. Hey, they take me away. I have 3 of the most perfect children in the world. Okay, I'm lying. I have 3 children. Well, they're the most wonderful gift. I think of them as like manna from heaven. They're my way of trying to make up for some of the things I didn't do right. And if you don't love your children, they can't love you back. But if you're really lonely and you don't have good children, you're welcome to babysit my children anytime you want. Let them change your color. Take them away. Hey, yes. gonna stand on a mountaintop, and I'm gonna tell the news that they take my breath away. They take me away. I'm sorry, they are the most perfect children in the world. God bless.
Ain't Misbehavin' earned her a Tony and an Emmy. Give Me a Break got her 6 years on a hit sitcom. Her life off stage has certainly been eventful as well. One of the most appealing and talented stars of music and comedy, Nell Carter, is our guest. She performed at the White House, at the Oscars, on Broadway and television films. Like most of us, she's had her ups and downs, but right now she's up. In fact, on the 65th floor of the RCA building at Rainbow and Stars, giving audiences a high old time. Nell Carter, nice to see you.
Nice seeing you.
You are a great singer. You are just a great singer. I love your comedy. I love everything you do, but boy, that voice just gives you chills. You're wonderful.
Thank you. I am very nervous about being here with your show.
Why?
Well, because...
You've watched the show on TV.
Yes, but you understand, when you watch a lot of shows and they're really high caliber, and then when they want you on, you try to figure out,
What
is
are they
this
gonna do?
it? Is this the end?
Yeah.
I'm going to really die the night before? No, I really
Don't
like
worry.
the show.
Well, we've done investigative. We talked to the 60 Minutes and the Current Affair crew, and we've come up with some clips of your life. No,
Oh, you probably do. You probably do. I can alienate everyone at once. Okay.
You've had a kind of strange, I mean, you've had ups and downs in your life, haven't you?
Yeah, but, you know, every time it's really, really been down, I've come back so far that the bad times don't really matter. It really don't.
What in you is that resilience, that ability to come back? Because I think people sitting out there watching this, some of them are down, some of them, they say, how do you get back up once you've been down? It's hard.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Giving up.
Really?
I think when you keep fighting the odds and you keep going against what you believe God is, you know him to be, and I'm not here to advocate any kind of religion. That's very personal. But when you start going against what you feel in yourself and you start following too much advice, it doesn't work. But if you give up and you say, look, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to take one day at a time. I'm going to try. If I don't get it, I'm not going to kill myself. And all of a sudden, the bad things don't matter anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Look, I think, I mean, it's God's job to take these problems off of us.
Yeah, but you know, if
that's what he does. I mean,
if you're driving a Mercedes all the time and all of a sudden it's ruined and you've never driven a Ford, but the Ford is paid for, your children are safe, you're driving this car, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter when your priorities change. When I had the aneurysms, the best thing...
You had, what were they, brain aneurysms?
2, yes.
What is an aneurysm exactly? Because I don't want to get one. I want to be sure that I
don't think you have any control over it.
Really?
It's when your brain bursts.
Your blood vessel breaks in the brain?
Yeah, and you bleed in the brain. I was bleeding on both sides of the brain. As a matter of fact, I should have died twice. But God decided to reward my enemies by bringing me back. And that was the best thing that happened for me.
Did you know when it happened? I mean, or did you just have a bad headache and go in? And
I had terrible headaches. The symptoms that I found out, I tried to get someone to come out publicly with it, but no one would. I did not take aspirin, and that's my own problem, because I really think aspirin killed people. That's my opinion.
Well, I'm not going to comment, but no, I don't want to get into that. I'm not sure if they're a sponsor or not. But there's no...
but as far as I'm concerned, aspirin flows the blood easier, and I think that you shouldn't take something when they won't pass it without the pass name. My opinion.
Okay. Okay, Dr. Carter. Next. But it is known that aspirin thins the blood, and if you have an existing condition, most doctors will tell you not to take aspirin. If you have a predisposition to bleeding, for instance, in any way, a doctor will always advise you not to. On the other hand,
but most people don't ask. See, aspirin is available, so they just buy it. It's just my opinion. But when you bleed in the brain and you just die, and twice they operated, it was all happened in July and up to September the 13th on my birthday. Then I was
now,
out.
let me ask you a question. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but I know that through the years you've had some substance abuse too.
Yes,
now,
definitely.
that will also cause some problems.
No, but the substance abuse.
I mean, cocaine is not good for you. Alcohol thins the blood as much as aspirin.
Yeah, but you got the thing is, those problems were over in '84.
Okay.
So I went to several places. The worst place I went, the place that does work to those of you who really want to get help, is Hazelden.
That's out in Minnesota?
Yeah, if you can live through that, you deserve not to be on drugs. If you can just live through this treatment.
What is that like? There's a famous clinic, there's a fellow from Wall Street who's out there right now going through the program who was addicted to cocaine. Is that some kind of a boot camp for people with drugs?
Boot camp is nothing compared to this, I'm sure. Your ego is left out there with your dealer. You become a regular person, lower than a regular person. You do chores. They want you to scrub the toilet. You scrub the toilet. You eat only with the people that are in your unit. You're not even allowed to talk to other tables of people. The people, you'll do an assessment of your life, and you have to deal with the reality of going through therapy with people you would never talk to. And to find out that we all have the same problem. And you need to ask people for forgiveness. And you need to forgive. A lot of people don't understand asking for forgiveness it's not that hard of a thing to do, but forgiving people is hard. A lot of people who think have forgiven you really can't. They don't know how.
It is said that no, yeah, it does. No, it is said that you can never be happy until you forgive everyone who's ever done anything bad against you.
Or just let it go.
Just let it go.
Look, when I was sick, what I was saying, in the hospital, all of a sudden, all I wanted after the first surgery, knowing that I could drop dead at any moment, all I wanted was to be alive long enough to see anyone. So whatever you thought bad about me, half the time I didn't remember who you were because you lose a little memory there at first. I didn't care. I just wanted to see my children. I didn't care what you had to say. And still to this day, if you don't like me, I'm not going to get angry with you.
But I do like you. What happened?
No, but I'm saying with people, I'm not going to.
Yeah, no.
I'd rather sit there and let you get mad, let you just explode and kill yourself, but I'll sit there and smile.
Did that affect you as a performer? Because most performers say that they do it because they need love, they need acceptance.
Yes, I do. And I'll admit that. It's hard you just said that. I knew you were going to do this.
Well, I'm curious about that.
It's true. I love to perform because I do need love, but I'm also a night person. I want you to go home after you told me. You know?
You don't want me to hang around.
Excuse me.
I love you. Get out of here.
Thank you so much. Now, bye. Oh, God.
Well, now, what did you learn about yourself in this clinic that surprised you? Did you know who you were, and what did you learn about you?
I learned that I was a very selfish. Oh, my enemies must be just taping this. That I was very selfish, that egotistical, that I thought everyone was wrong, and that I was right, that the doctors were wrong, that I could do the drugs, that I could associate with people and still get by.
How did they persuade you that you were wrong? Because there is tremendous ego in drug taking and alcoholism and all that. They think, everybody else, he's a drug addict. I'm not a drug addict. He's a drug addict. I don't need
too.
Same thing. How did you finally come to, what was the moment of realization, or how do they just torture you until you get it, or how do you?
It's not really torture. The thing is that if you are away from something you really desire, and you have no one affirming the negative side of your life, and you're there 6 weeks minimum, you're there and you're around with other people with the same problem, and the hellhole just keeps going around. You're eating healthy, you're doing chores, you're breaking nails and there's no one there to fix your nails. There's no
What?
one there to do your hair.
It's out then.
I mean, you start realizing that you don't need these people, and it's not that they beat you up, but you finally accept that
They make
you turn it
get in
over
touch
to
with
God.
yourself.
To
Do
yourself.
they talk about God? Do they say turn it over to God?
A lot of people do, but I always don't listen when you start doing that.
Why?
Because I think God is a very personal thing. If God is, I'm concerned, if you don't feel God is in you, no preacher can help you.
Who gave you your talent? Were you just lucky, or did God?
God.
God gave it to you.
There's no such thing as lucky with talent.
I know that. That is true, as a matter of fact. There is no such thing.
There's no
And some
such
people have
about
it.
lucky about anything. God decides on everything, every good and bad thing. God decides.
But I didn't know he did bad things.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. If your time is up, and
Yeah, I
That's
was
it.
worried about getting on a plane where the guy next to me's time was up, you know? I mean, I'm okay, but it was his time. And that's
oh, don't say it. I'm not
I'm
going to say
not
it.
interested in that happening. I'm going to take a 30-second break. There's more to the Nell Carter story. It's fascinating. She's had a tremendous life. What a great artist as well. She's a really nice person, but I'll tell you something. She's going to sing for us a little later, and you won't believe it. She sings like an angel. Nell Carter, we'll be right back. You stay with us right after these messages on Straightforward.
Let's join it, jump in. Pretty jump in. I'm a handsome chick, you can't tell me the joint is jumping. That's the very first one.
That was the first show of Ain't Misbehavin'?
Yeah, that was back when I weighed.
What?
Yeah. That dress now, won't even go over a thigh. I'm on the air and I just
No, come on.
said it.
Huh?
I just said it. I'm on the air and I just said that.
What?
No, I've just looked at it because I was.
Ain't Misbehavin' was 78.
Yeah, that was.
Well, the good news is you look exactly the same. The hair's a little
God
shorter.
bless you,
but
my
that's it.
son.
No,
God
I mean,
bless
you
you.
look terrific. You are one. Look at that. See, there you are.
Oh, look at that waistline. Please, can I have that picture? My children never seen that.
Tell me about your children.
What about them? I have 3 children. I
Okay.
have a daughter, Tracy, who works for the Center of Disease Control. She was going to be a lawyer. Right now, I'm glad she's not. I have nothing against lawyers, just a lot of them.
She has it against aspirin, but not lawyers. Personally, given my choice.
She was going to marry a doctor, but he was very unattractive, so I broke them up. Anyway, and I have 2.
You took
I
her,
have-
you kicked
What?
the guy out of her life because he was unattractive?
No, that wasn't the main reason.
He was ugly.
He was very ugly.
Well, that's different than unattractive.
But no, when you have a very beautiful daughter and you spend all that money to make them look good, they.
you don't want some.
But now they're gonna have children.
Well, what if she's in love with him?
Yeah, but I still would have to be the grandma.
You have to go places with him too. You don't want to go with an
Yes.
ugly guy, is that
Well,
it?
that was everyone's gonna hate me, but it's a true story. No, but he did marry another girl. He did, and
so
he's happy.
He's happy. Was she an ugly girl? The other one?
They have 2 little children that look like him, and I don't envy them. I saw them in
Jeez.
Beverly.
No.
I saw them in the Beverly Center. I said, Tracy, look. She said, Ma, shut up. I said, okay.
Now-
No, I didn't break them up. I didn't break them up, but I didn't help them stay together.
You didn't.
Mm-mm.
You didn't cook a lot of nice meals and
I
invite him
didn't
over
even
the
talk
house.
to him.
Oh, that's bad. Is that true?
That's true.
Are you ashamed of yourself for doing that?
Not at all.
No.
No. If they were meant, no, don't do that. If they were meant to be together, they would.
They would have overcome that. You could see this as just you setting up a challenge
Look,
for them.
No, I didn't say. All I said was that.
Your boyfriend's
Sweetheart,
ugly.
she said, Ma, be nice. She said, wait, she said, Ma, I'm falling in love. I said, I'm very happy for you. And I said, I fly. So I go, she said, I want you to wait a minute. I talked to him on the phone. I really liked him. Then I went to Hampton. I went to Virginia.
And when you saw him, you went,
No, I got off the plane and I just stood there. And I couldn't say anything because, I mean, he was very nice on the phone. Anyway, so I'm going to regret telling you
I
this.
can't believe that you would do that to somebody.
I didn't say anything bad to him. He knew.
He knew you didn't like him.
It's not that I didn't like. I thought he was a very nice guy. I just didn't want him to marry her.
You didn't want to have little grandchildren.
Well, the thing is, if they were really in love, they would have gotten married, don't you think? Am I going to regret saying this?
Yeah, well, look, no, you're fine. It's okay. I mean, listen, I love honesty. I mean, that's what I like about you. You're totally honest.
But the thing is, no, he is a very nice guy. But if they were in love, he would have gone after her. Then he would have made me like it, but he didn't try.
Ah, it's
so I don't
his
feel
fault.
too bad. It is definitely his fault. He's so ugly.
Now, tell me about you as a kid. I know you had an unfortunate incident as a teenager.
Yeah,
am I right?
yeah.
What was it? Did that color your life in any way? I mean, did that cause a lot of the other problems? Tell us what the incident was so that everybody knows what we're talking about.
I was raped, and I have no sympathy for anyone who rapes a woman. I think no is no, and...
Did it make you, did it cause some of the problems that later...
yeah, I guess so. Yes,
This mother
yes.
that drowned her two boys in...
I can't stand that. I can't stand that. I don't understand it. Nothing you can tell me about what she did before, what happened to her, can excuse that.
Even the sexual abuse?
I don't care. I don't care. Just to strap two children in the car and watch them go in the water, no, I don't understand. And I'm not sitting in judgment for anyone else. I don't understand. Now, I can joke about my daughter and this guy. If they had gotten married, yes, I would have stood by them. But in reality...
You wouldn't have put him in the back seat?
No, you can't.
I mean, he was not an attractive guy.
Though.
He was ugly.
He was very ugly. I couldn't
I
have
had to be really ugly for this guy to get this much airtime.
You better edit this, oh God.
No, that's okay.
No, I think that one of the things about rape, and I remember, I don't want to cry, but when you talk to ministers and they make you feel like you are the bad person, you have sinned. That stayed on my mind a long time, and I think that might have been a...
You mean ministers who counseled you at the time made you feel like it was your fault?
Yes, it was my fault. And my leanings sort of started then of going, of not being a Catholic or a Presbyterian. I am a Jew, and that's not the reason I switched, but that is part of when religion turns on you to make you feel like God is punishing you for something. And also when you're made to feel like a criminal by the people at the hospital, or when people, society as a whole treats you like you're used goods. I'm going to sit here and cry, but it is not your fault when these things happen.
What advice can you give to somebody who might be going through that or have gone through it?
Honestly, don't fight it. Try to live through it and get the hell away. Get the hell away. And to really weigh in your heart whether you can deal with sorry.
It's all right.
I
have to take a break in 5 seconds. I'll take a break.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll hear the end of this, and then she's going to sing for us, so stay with us. Okay, come on.
Okay, all I want to say to any young lady this has happened to, you weigh what you need to do. Don't listen to your mama, your friends, the police, or anyone. If you are strong enough and you feel that you can go through with people looking down on you, and they will, if you can go through it, you do it. But don't depend on anyone else to do it for you. If you can't, it's best that a few hundred people know it happened than millions know. It's up to you. It is your body. Don't let anyone hurt you anymore. Don't let society make you a prisoner of your own body.
Okay. Now,
sorry, I do have two little boys, too.
You have two little boys?
Yes, and they're beautiful.
They are? We're going to sing about them in a minute, because I know you got a song about them. But tell me, you're a Republican, which surprises some people. Why?
But everyone thinks if you're black, you're a Democrat. But that's not... But also, they think you're black, you're Baptist.
Well, that's true, but 90-some% of the African Americans in this country who vote Democrat. Why is that?
That's nice. I didn't.
You're oh, boy. What?
You know what?
Why?
Because I listen to what I'm being told. I don't care. You know, you can vote whatever you want. I'll be your friend. I'll listen to you. But if I don't feel good about something, I'm not going because there go my people.
I know you like George Bush.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I was a very nice man, and I don't think he did that much wrong. But I think, and I am an advocate for, you know, trying to find a cure to AIDS, but you can't put it on a political party. I think we need to get health reform, but I mean, I don't mean any harm, but how long has Hillary been working on this thing? Is she still in that meeting? I mean, I don't mean any harm. No, I don't. Don't get me in trouble.
Well, no, but they built a bureaucracy that was too big for the country. That was the problem. We couldn't afford it.
You know, whatever the reason, all I'm saying is that, you know, when you're doing the promises, you got to think, are these promises going to really happen? Let's be logical, or let's live in Camelot. You can't.
Right.
You can't. Most people don't even know who the best president was. Who do you think the best president was, as far as civil rights?
Well, Abraham Lincoln goes down in history as having been pretty good.
You weren't there. You don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think the Emancipation Proclamation was helpful, I thought.
But see, the inquiry wasn't until a real
Who
story.
was the best president? Because I got 30 seconds.
I say Lyndon Baines Johnson did the most. Although people think he was crooked, which I think is nice, okay?
Yeah.
But he did.
All right, we got 15 seconds to song. You got to set up this song for me because I have to hit it basically on time. Tell me about You Take My Breath Away. And then we're going to see it. We recorded this earlier on this set because she brought the bass player and the drummer, so we had to do it right before the show. So you're going to see it. She's not going to tell you about it. I'm going to introduce it. Here it is.
I want to do a song that I learned for my children. I thought it'd be something nice to sing to them, you know, when they didn't feel good. Unfortunately, they like this song, so I have to sing it whenever they want me to. I hope you like it. Think about your children. Sometimes it amazes me how strong a power a love can be. Sometimes you just take my breath away. You've watched my love grow like a child, sometimes gentle and sometimes wild. Sometimes you just take my breath away, and it's too good to slip by, too good to lose, too good to be there, just to use. I'm gonna stand on a mountaintop and tell the news that you take my breath away. Oh, you take it away. Your beauty is there in all I see, and when I feel your little eyes on me, oh, don't you know you just take my heart? Hey, you take my heart, you take my breath away. Hey, 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 hey. Say my life is yours, and my heart will be singing for you eternally. Oh, don't you know that away. And it's too good to slip by, too good to lose when, too good to be there, just to use. I'm gonna stand on a mountaintop and I'm gonna tell the news that you take my breath away. Yeah, you take it away. Hey, taking my breath, take my breath. Hey, they take me away. I have 3 of the most perfect children in the world. Okay, I'm lying. I have 3 children. Well, they're the most wonderful gift. I think of them as like manna from heaven. They're my way of trying to make up for some of the things I didn't do right. And if you don't love your children, they can't love you back. But if you're really lonely and you don't have good children, you're welcome to babysit my children anytime you want. Let them change your color. Take them away. Hey, yes. Oh, they just take my breath away. Hey, it's too good to slip by, too good to lose well, too good to be there, just to use. I'm gonna stand on a mountaintop and I'm gonna tell the news that they take my breath away. They take me away. I'm sorry, they are the most perfect children in the world. God bless.
Oh, that's wonderful, Nell. That is
Thanks.
beautiful.
So you love your children, I love mine.
Yeah, I'll come over and babysit your kids. I love kids.
Oh, please, they would tie you up.
Well, listen, I want to say this before. I could talk to you all night, but I want to get this in. You're at Rainbow and Stars.
Yes.
The show times are 8:30 and about 11 o'clock at night.
Yes.
Rainbow and Stars is up over Rockefeller Center, way up on top, 65th floor. Wonderful views, nice room, good food, and great entertainment. So if you get a chance, get over to see Nell Carter at Rainbow and Stars sometime the next few days.
Yes,
Right?
thanks.
Okay. I'll try to get over to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.